Now on WRDE Coast TV.
People shaking and cleaning up what they thought was an earthquake. Turns out it was a sonic boom.
I'm First Alert Chief Meteorologist Paul Williams. Our weather equipment is able to confirm any kind of earthquake, and I'll show you about that coming up in just a few moments.
Swiping your card at one of these stations just got a little more expensive. What changes you may see in Dewey Beach when you're paying for parking?
The wheels on the bus go round and round, but it's gonna cost you more to ride it.
And Milford Road improvements, why DelDOT has been wanting to improve this intersection for years.
From the beaches to the bays, coverage you can count on. WRDE Coast TV News at 6 starts right now.
Shake, shake.
Boom! Did you feel it this afternoon?
Good evening, I'm Madeline Overturf.
And I'm Charlie Sakaitis, and welcome to our News at 6. People from all along the coast today reporting earthquakes, boom sounds. There was a lot of confusion.
Turns out we can confirm it was a sonic boom. We confirmed with the military that an aircraft went supersonic off of our coast, causing that boom that many people felt. So no earthquake, just a sonic boom. Still, people were shook up. Literally, the sonic boom made its presence known way along the coast. WRDE's Cody Decker joining us live in Lewis now. And Cody, people just didn't know what was going on.
Maddie and Charlie, I am outside of Conversation Piece Jewelers here in the 5 Point Shopping Center. The owner of the store here felt that sonic boom, and this jewelry that you see in these frames by the windows, some of it actually ended up on the storeroom floor because of the shaking. But she is not the only one that felt this sonic boom. It was the shake felt and the boom heard up and down the coast.
The neighboring Ocean Grill employees stepped out and asked what had happened. We all kind of went out on the sidewalk and nobody really knows.
It was confirmed to be a sonic boom that shook the front windows of Ingrid's store.
I had merchandise fall out of my window displays. My customer held on to a showcase and we wondered what the heck was happening.
It wasn't just people in stores who felt the shaking. Neighbors on Turtle Dove Drive in Rehoboth Beach were also shocked by the event.
All of a sudden, the entire house shook and rumbled. I mean, loud rumble. And my chair actually moved. It is a swivel chair, but it actually moved me.
Neighbors nearby say some pet cats were even frightened by the boom. Luckily for Ingrid and the homeowners, there was no damage. Both Ingrid and Nancy said that the shaking lasted for about 10 seconds, which actually for them felt like quite a long time. With coverage you can count on live in Lewis, Cody Decker, WRDE Coast TV News.
Thank you, Cody. Now, many of you called us about feeling those vibrations, and when you need the information, WRDE finds the facts. We're going straight to our First Alert Chief Meteorologist, Paul Williams. Paul, you have equipment that confirms earthquake, and even after that, you spoke with the U.S. Geological Survey to confirm it was not an earthquake.
Exactly what we did. We did our homework and then we double checked it twice just to make sure, because so many people were spooked by this. Now, what we have the capacity to zoom in any part of our viewing area and see what's happening from a geological standpoint to see whether or not we actually had some earthquake activity. Now, as right now, I'm putting in an earthquake mode right now. And listen, no indication of seismic activity and along the entire coast. In order for it to be considered seismic activity, we'd have to have had 3 different locations to be measured by the USGS. And not only that, but we had no indication there, no 3-point indication on anything. And these instruments are able to measure up to even 2.0 or even below that. Very sensitive equipment, and not a single one. Oh, by the way, and before I toss it to you, since we had indication of this along the entire coast, that was another hint that it was not necessarily seismic activity, but likely to be a sonic boom. Charlie.
Appreciate that, Paul. Thank you for looking into it. A way of life in Dewey Beach just got a little more expensive. Come this May, it's going to cost you 50 cents more on some weekdays to pay for parking. WRDE's Heidi Kirk is live in Dewey Beach. Heidi, some commissioners say that this is to raise more money for the town and make parking costs more consistent.
Maddie and Charlie, if you take a look behind me, you'll see one of those parking meters in Dewey Beach. Right now, it won't take any of your money, but come summertime, it will cost you 50 cents more to park right here in Dewey on some weekdays. At the meeting today, the town of Dewey Beach said that it could raise them between $8,000 and $10,000 more dollars, but for some people, this will be costly. The familiar beep of paying for parking in Dewey Beach, a sound that just got more expensive.
I don't think it's going to deter people. It's just going to cost them more money to come here.
The Dewey Beach Board of Commissioners voted to raise the cost of parking during the week, making it $3 per hour across the board, except when parking is free Monday through Wednesday from 5 to 11 p.m. The increase aims to clear up some of the parking confusion and add a little extra cash to fulfill the town's expenses.
Really, we have limited revenue streams for the town, and our costs have gone up just like everybody else's costs have gone up.
Some say they welcome the increase in hopes the funds are directly put back into the community.
If the money is going to help our town and shore up our infrastructure, that's important.
Others say without good reason, it's unnecessary and expensive.
If it's just to raise money, then I am opposed.
Parking costs will remain $3 on the weekends, and permits are available. If you're anything like me, you've been standing right here in Dewey Beach at one of these meters trying to figure out if you have to pay and how much it'll cost. So let me clear some of that up for you. Now, you only have to pay May through September, and Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday you don't have to pay between 5 and 11 p.m. And with this new update, you have to pay $3 at all other times. With coverage you can count on, I'm Heidi Kirk, WRDE Coast TV News.
Heidi, thank you. Seaford police are investigating a carjacking attack that occurred this morning around 10. Police say a woman in her 80s was physically assaulted by an unknown person outside of her home. Officers said that person put the woman in her car and drove her to Salisbury, where she was kicked out of the car and just left. According to Seaford police, witnesses observed and helped the woman, who was then taken to Tidal Health. Good news, not very serious injuries. At this time, police, they're not able to share any information about the suspect. They have the investigation into that scary carjacking attack still ongoing.
Sort of an incredible story there. A cheap ride in Ocean City. It might even be getting a little pricier. WRDE's Carmen Holland shows us what might be picking up with Ocean City buses.
Lee Smith is waiting for the bus. It's something he has to do.
Personally, I'm only living down here to ride that bus because of the bus, to take me to work, take me to grocery shopping, take me to where I live.
The town of Ocean City is in talks to raise the bus fare from $3 to $4 to ride all day. And with the bus being his main form of transportation, Lee is concerned to hear this.
One price for all day, and that's rare. And then for them to keep raising it, like, when will it stop? When you gonna stop? How far is it gonna go? $10 for all day? When you gonna stop? What's the cutoff point? So no, it's a very bad idea. Very bad idea.
But even if the talks are put into action, some bus riders in Ocean City aren't worried.
Wouldn't affect me at all. I have a senior citizen pass. It's $7 for 2 years.
Still, Eric doesn't see the harm in a $1 raise.
No, not at all. I mean, $4, you can get off and on the bus 100 times. Yeah. And any other city, you have to pay each time you get on the bus. So it's fair.
The proposed change in bus fare from $3 to $4 is still in preliminary talks, but they will discuss this topic at the next Transportation Committee meeting on February 14th. With coverage you can count on in Ocean City, I'm Carmen Holland, WRDE, Coast TV News.
Thank you, Carmen. Pine Haven community, you may remember we did a story this week. Well, they released a statement following a violation notice regarding sewer water flooding neighbors' yards. This is in the Lincoln area. Harvey Elliott, Pine Haven's general manager, says in the statement he was shocked that DNREC issued the notice because it does not address both previous issues that DNREC and Pine Haven's former owner knew of that dated back several years. He says there was no action from the previous owner, and the new owners learned about septic and water issues with the campground's infrastructure during the acquisition process. Now, Elliott says his team has been working with DNREC to fix these issues since taking ownership of the community 4 months ago and steadily pumping the septic and remediating water issues as they arrive. Well, improving traffic, it's a priority for many, especially in Milford.
WRDE's Charles Reinert shows us how this improvement of an intersection on Route 113 and North Front Street has been something in need for years.
Cars bustling through Milford are a common sight, especially along the intersection of Route 113 and North Front Street. Now DelDOT is working to make that intersection safer for both drivers and pedestrians.
This is one of the busier intersections in Milford along Route 113, and we've been looking at it to make a series of improvements here to help with traffic flow, but also with multimodal activity also.
DelDOT says the current intersection causes safety concerns for walkers and cyclists. Improvements for the intersection include crosswalks, updating markers for those on bikes, and adding more walking paths. On top of that, DelDOT is working to lengthen the current turn lanes to help traffic flow. Don Vaughn owns a business right by the intersection. He says the improvements are a good idea.
Coming out of the parking lot from the shopping center, we see there being delays and traffic backups, people trying to cross and there not being ample sidewalks.
The project costs almost $2 million and will begin January 17th. It is expected to be completed by July. With coverage you can count on, I'm Charles Reinert reporting in Milford, WRDE Coast TV News.
Now, lane closures are expected throughout construction. DelDOT says it'll have work for the lane closures during non-peak hours. That will help with traffic. Well, we are just getting started.
That's right. Coming up in sports, a preview of DSN's Game of the Night, plus find out if Lamar Jackson can play on Sunday.
And coming up, we have changing temps and significant problems with gale wind warnings issued for our area. And be sure you stick around because you need to download this app here with this QR code. You'll need that help this weekend.
But first, how a local organization is keeping cats warm during the winter season weather. We're back in just 60 seconds.
Rhubarb jam? No!
So far, it's been a week of amazing final solves. But watch what happens on the next wheel.
Friday at 7 on WRDE Coast TV.
Next Jeopardy! What stands between our champ and the first 3-game winning streak of 2023?
I will bet the whole shebang. The whole shebang, a true daily double.
Next Jeopardy!
Friday at 7:30 on WRDE Coast TV.
At Window World, we strive to be different, making customer satisfaction our highest priority.
I would say Window World is the best one to try to call because they respond the quickest.
They let us know everything they were doing as they went along.
When they gave us a price, it was a price we really couldn't say no to. And the work is just perfect.
I was absolutely satisfied with Window World. I'm glad we picked them.
No matter the size of the project, you can trust Window World of Delmarva to get it done right.
Call or visit us online so we can get started on your project today.
If they could talk this time of year, cats might be saying burr instead of meow as temperatures get colder. However, the Humane Animal Partners in Rehoboth Beach, they're distributing free community cat shelters to protect those kitties from the harsh weather.
WRDE's Tori Seagrave shows us how these communal houses keep cats in the wild warm and how it is a big problem here in Sussex County.
These are outdoor cats who have to brave the elements as it gets colder outside, whether they are feral or were surrendered by a previous owner. And these are community cat shelters for cats living outside. Bobby Brenner comes to the HAP each time they get in more community cat houses as she sees the issue grow near her.
I can't stand seeing homeless and hungry. And these homes at least give them warmth. And it's, like I said, a wonderful opportunity to keep 1 or 2 of them per container warm.
The cat shelters are made from a Rubbermaid bin, a hole cut out in the side so they can get in and out, and filled with straw so that when they're outside, if they get wet, it still stays warm as those temperatures start to drop.
HAP says the next steps to protecting feral cats are to have them spayed or neutered.
It's important to help get the cat population under control by spaying and neutering as much as we can, not only the animals that we have in our homes, but also the feral community as well.
For more information on when more cat shelters will become available, when to pick them up, or if you'd like to make a donation to help supply them, you can visit my article at WRDE.com. With coverage you can count on in Rehoboth, I'm Tori Seagraves, WRDE Coast TV News.
Coming up, we're going to be talking about lower temperatures, and we're going to be talking about why you need to scan this QR code at the bottom of the screen, because you're going to need this information, weather information around your neighborhood all weekend long.
From empty nester to first home, Accessible Home Builders does it all.
It was great working with Scott at Accessible Builders. He called us every Monday and asked us to come over to the house at each step of the way during the construction of our home.
It was pretty unique working with Scott because not only is he the owner, but he was working in here hands-on with his employees and really just trying to make our vision come to life.
Design your dream home with Accessible Home Builders.
Are you looking for a contractor that you can trust? OC Home Services specializes in custom bathrooms, shower installations, kitchen remodeling, cabinets, countertops, backsplashes, interior renovations, flooring, wet bars, interior design, custom woodwork, custom trim, exterior projects, decks, additions, siding, porches, and everything in between. If you can dream it, we can build it. OC Home Services. Professional service you can trust.
Hi, my name is Dr. William Duran. I'm an orthopedic surgeon with Tidal Health Orthopedics. I've had the opportunity to perform more robotic surgery than anyone else in the region, and I'm the only one currently doing anterior robotic approach for total hip arthroplasties in Delaware. And it's been a privilege to see my patients make faster recoveries with minimally invasive techniques that we provide. It's been a pleasure to serve the people of Seaford and the surrounding region as they are friends, families, and neighbors to the Tidal Health community.
I'm Nathan Hudson from Laurel, and I utilize the USDA's Wetland Reserve Easement Program to improve water quality and wildlife habitat on my farm. Wetlands improve water quality by filtering sediments and chemicals while providing food and shelter for wildlife. If you have at least 10 acres, you may be eligible for 75% or more of the fair market value and restoration costs for placing an easement on your wooded or ag lands. To learn more about this program, stop by your local USDA service center.
In Sussex County, Beach Mobile Home and RV Supply has the parts you need. Powered by over 30,000 square feet of inventory at brass sales and an amazingly knowledgeable staff, we offer plumbing, electrical, windows, doors, tubs, showers, and even roofing and skirting for your manufactured home. Plus, an extensive selection of parts and supplies for your RV no matter the class, size, or style. Beach Mobile Home and RV Supply in Long Neck, Delaware. Your home improvement superstore for all your manufactured housing and RV needs.
New and cool for our viewers in our palms of our hands, fingertips. I don't know.
Well, I mean, really, our viewers have it at home. We all have these phones. Just pick it up right now. We're going to check in with First Alert Chief Meteorologist Paul Williams, who's going to tell us how with your phone you can get that weather and our app faster.
Well, listen, first of all, pull out those smartphones and then open it up to the camera app and then just scan this QR code down there in the corner of the screen. It'll be up anytime a meteorologist is on screen. This QR code will also send you to the smartphone's app store where you can download the WRDE weather app, giving you instant access to WRDE's First Alert weather forecast right at your fingertips. In fact, I'm telling you, I practice what I preach. Okay? Let's take a look at what's happening with the forecast. Now, we have winds out of the northwest, 44 degrees right now, courtesy of our tunnel and Razor camera, 9-mile-per-hour winds for us. Currently, we're looking pretty clear throughout a good portion of our viewing area. And by the way, for those folks who might not have gotten the news earlier, all that rumbling and stuff that you heard earlier today, that was confirmed from us as a sonic boom, not an earthquake. And we have the ability to find out if an earthquake has been confirmed with our weather equipment. But as you can see, only warnings that we have right now throughout our area are wind or meteorologically related with winds or precipitation. No geological information came across our equipment here locally. So we're able to go ahead and monitor that as well. So contrary to what you might read on the internet, there have been no earthquakes in our area. A sonic boom? Yeah. That's a whole nother story, by the way. Observe rain, by the way. We've had just under 1/10 of an inch for us in Salisbury, just over 1/10 of an inch in Ocean City. Temperatures, 41 in Rehoboth, and it feels like 41 in Georgetown. It feels like 39 Ocean City, and it feels like 39 right now in Delmar. Winds are pushing out of the north for Saturday morning. We'll have temperatures in the 30s. Then for Saturday afternoon, we are staying in the 30s. 36 Dewey and Rehoboth, 37 Long Neck, Milton, and Georgetown, and the winds cascading out of the north, which means it's going to be an uncomfortable 30s. Then Sunday morning, we really dip deep into the ice box, okay? 28 degrees for the starting point in Milford, Milton, and Georgetown, along with the winds still staying out of the north, staying rather active as well. By the afternoon, we'll climb to near 40, both along the coast and throughout the inland areas, but not far from it. So we're going to stay pretty cold over the weekend, but it's going to be clear and it's going to be a nice looking day. As far as precipitation is concerned, I ran the numbers. We're at 0 for potential of precipitation over the weekend because that formation of rain over the weekend, although we'll have a low pressure system that will develop off the coast, it's going to be too far away from us to affect us, and it'll carry that rain right on out of the way. Going into Monday, we'll get cloudier. Tuesday, we'll get a smidgen of a sprinkle, but mainly just cloud cover as we prepare for the real rain to arrive, more than likely on Thursday. So for tonight, 32, partly cloudy. For tomorrow, scattered clouds, bright and staying chilly, particularly in the morning time. Sunday, even brighter with the sunshine. But for Sunday, remember, we start off at like 28 degrees in some areas, okay? And the winds, 45. Here's a look at the extended forecast. We will finally thaw out a little bit better by Monday and Tuesday. Tuesday's going to be cloudy, remember that. But then by Wednesday, voila, 60 degrees before the round of rain catches up with us on Thursday.
You know, Paul, I like our weather when it's bad to be too far away to affect us. Mega Millions players all over the states will have another chance tonight to end months of losing and finally win that jackpot, which has grown to $1.35 billion. Ooh. Now, this is going to bring us to our Coast TV poll. We asked you if you bought a ticket for tonight.
Let's take a look at your screen now. So far, 45% say yes, 22% say no, and 33% say, who cares anymore? I care. It's called money.
Yeah, I want the win if we can.
All right, so let's all go buy our tickets. And if you haven't voted yet, you can do that also. WRDE.com or our app, and we will have the updated results tonight on WRDE News at 11.
And a preview of our DSN game of the night. Plus, is Lamar Jackson going to play on Sunday? Delmarva Sports Network director Zach Parnes doesn't seem to think so. Well, let's find out why.
The Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studio.
It's Friday, sports fans. Way to make it to the weekend. Hey, NFL playoffs coming up this weekend, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. But what sports are there to watch tonight, this Friday evening? Oh, I know. How about Delmarva Sports Network's Game of the Night? We're down in Pocomoke this evening for a clash between the Warriors and the Eagles of Snow Hill. This is a rivalry matchup and a half on our airwaves. Coach Fuchs and Johnson have put together some solid rosters this year, but who's going to take the dub? That's the big question, always. For the answer, you can switch your TVs over to the Delmarva Sports Network right now. That game is live and in action. In other sports news, the Baltimore Ravens are prepping for the distinct possibility of not having Lamar Jackson on the sideline this weekend. Jackson hasn't played since Week 13 when he injured his knee against the Broncos. The former MVP took to Twitter last night saying that he had suffered a grade 2 PCL sprain on the borderline of grade 3. He later added that he, quote, wish I could be out there with my guys. Uh-oh, Raven Nation. Looks like it's going to be Tyler Huntley against the Bengals defense this weekend. Even though nothing is official just yet, that tweet certainly seems to imply it. Hey, before we go, folks, a reminder. A brand new app available for you to download right now. I'm talking about the Delmarva Sports Network app. You'll be able to watch our live broadcast no matter where you are, check out highlights, scores, and a whole lot more. It's free to download. Go grab that puppy and enjoy your weekend.
This new year, Airbase Carpet and Tile Mart Supercenters are clearing out millions of dollars in flooring. Right now, save up to 50% on all floors, including hundreds of carpet rolls, endless pallets of waterproof vinyl, laminate, and tile, plus thousands of area rugs and remnants. Pick, pay, take it away, or have your carpet installed as soon as 72 hours for free, only at Airbase. Hurry in today.
Floors that slope, creak, bounce, or sag could indicate larger structural issues that might have extreme consequences. While a cheap fix may seem enticing, what you really need are engineered principles, guaranteed workmanship, and the best materials. And that all starts with a solid foundation. For a thorough inspection, a detailed scope of work, and a structural solution that'll stand the test of time, call FLC. For more information on FLC Energy, visit DelmarvaExperts.com.
Put your business in front of viewers and share the beauty of the coast with Delmarva. If your business is along the coast, sign up to be a WBOC or WRDE WeatherCam location. Email Frank Hamilton today at fhamilton@wboc.com.
It's the surplus sell-off going on right now at Preston Ford. Mission accomplished in 2022, and the new year has arrived with over 500 new Ford vehicles built for you. You can get 0% financing for 36 months on Ford Escape, Explorer, Edge, F-150, and more. Plus, enjoy Preston's lifetime engine guarantee at no charge to you, because it's our investment in you. Shop our surplus sell-off going on right now at Preston Ford, or we'll come to you. Remember, cars cost less in Preston.
22 years ago when I started the business, I wanted to be the best roofing contractor on Delmarva. Over the years, we've added siding, windows, doors, decking, and even gutter helmet, gutter protection.
Once a customer has trusted Spicer Brothers with the exterior of their home, now they can trust us on the inside.
Diversification is the key to any successful business.
Our goal with the bath division is to be able to provide people with safe and accessible bathrooms, and you can be sure to get the same quality materials and workmanship as you would with any of our other services.
Gabriel Iglesias is spicing things up. You have your face on a hot sauce bottle.
I know, random, right? He's Mexican, that's what happens.
Plus, you gotta see these moves.
Monday at 2 on WRDE.
Coming up new on WRDE News at 11, DPH sees an increase of COVID cases after the holidays this year. More than 2022. We'll show you those reported numbers on News at 11.
But first, our First Alert Chief Meteorologist Paul Williams says you're going to want that umbrella like next Thursday, but get it now.
Yeah, really. Prepare early. That's the
Yeah.
whole point, right? Always be prepared. So be sure to just go to CoastTVUmbrella.com. It'll be a provision provided by, Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling. Here's a look at your exclusive WRDE 10-day forecast. Cold over the weekend, but dry. But we will have that rain kick in by next Thursday with an 80% chance of rain by then.
Paul, thank you, and thank you for joining us here for WRDE News at 6.
For more news, more local weather, download our WRDE News app.
The NBC Nightly News is up next.
And we're going to see you later on tonight for WRDE News at 11. Have a great Friday night.